Good evening, everyone, and welcome. It is June. I just have to look at my calendar. It's June the 6th, 2010. My name is Russ Latow. I'm the founder of the Healing Center and Convergence Reiki. Our websites are www.healingcenter.ca, and our workshops website is www.convergencereiki.com. So we're broadcasting live on Blog Talk Radio, therefore the headset, but I'm also videotaping it and uploading it that way as well. So each one of these programs, and as I said, I have them archived as well, are fitting in with our theme of it's a series of seminars and workshops that we call Creating My World from the Inside Out. And it's really just that. So a common terminology that's used is law of attraction. I'm sure you've probably all heard of that. And then, of course, there was the big movie that was out, The Secret, a few years ago, and there's a whole variety of workshops and different things like that. And so each segment of these programs, what I like to do is offer one tip that you can apply tomorrow. And that's one of the reasons why this program is only 10 minutes long. Because as I have discovered in my experience, and I've had that validated through the experiences of our students and my peers and associates and whatnot, is that it's not so much the information that you have up here, it's the application of it. And I think it's really seductive to, just gather more information. And it's so easy. And not that that's a bad thing, of course, but by the same token, it's, as I said, seductively easy to go, you know what, I'll just get some more information. Or, if a little bit of information is good, then a whole lot of information is just that much better. And while that's true, if we don't apply the information, then it is just that. It's information. And so each one of these segments, I share with you one practical tip that you can apply. And if you just take one thing and apply it, you will often be surprised at the difference that it will make. I've actually got there's a student, I believe she's a master's student, she's doing her thesis, and we were talking just about the difference between to fall into the mistaken perception that quantity equals quality, right? So don't mistake this one tip. Um, don't miss over the quality that's in applying just one single thing. Okay, the tip for this evening. So one of the things, and I'm going to assume that you're at least familiar with the whole genre of manifesting and different things like this, and it covers such a wide range of topics. So we talk about, kind of in a nutshell, common things are to picture your goal, right? You create your goal or your desire, and how we do that is we create it sort of on the inside. So pictures and words and different things like that, our thoughts, right? So that's how we build our desire that we wish to have manifest into the physical, into our physical experience. So they talk about building that, and then there's a whole bunch of techniques for that, and then there's, of course, many techniques for how we sort of empower those. And one of the very common techniques or steps that you have probably heard teachers say, I know I have, and I know we teach it, is detaching from the results. And I tell you, this one is a really big challenge for people, and it was for me. And to be honest with you, it still is. I mean, I'm learning and I'm growing and I'm getting better at it, but it's kind of a brain warper, because it's like what we're supposed to do. Okay, so this is this desire. I have this desire, and it's right in my gut, and this is my desire, and I'm supposed to get excited about it and do all these techniques with it and everything. And then you tell me I'm supposed to detach from the results. So I really don't care if it happens. Here I am doing all this work, and then I'm supposed to not care whether it happens or not. And that just doesn't make sense. I know it didn't to me. And as I said, there's still sometimes that it's a challenge for me. But here's one tip that I suggest that we use and we share with our folks about detaching from the results. And here's what happens. We choose our desired experience. And as many teachings go, they talk about being specific about that desired experience. So let's say your desired experience is taking a holiday to, well, we'll use Mexico. That's a common one for a lot of folks. So let's say, your desire is that you're able to take a holiday. Let's say it's January, right, and it's cold and it's 40 below, and your desire is that you'll be able to sort of pull the finances together and the schedule together and everything, that you can take a trip to Mexico, let's say before the end of January. Let's say that's what our desire is. And so you build that picture, right, and you sort of kind of really just work your emotions into that and all that type of stuff. And then you're supposed to detach from results, and it's kind of like, yeah, but I don't really care if I go. So here's my suggestion, and this is a technique that we use. And awareness. Awareness is so important. We teach awareness in everything that we do, and we really try and emphasize the value of simply being aware. So here's a little awareness step that will flow into this tip that we're talking about. I'm going to share with you. So our desired experience is what? Is going to Mexico before the end of January and have all the finances and the schedule together, and that's our desired experience. Now, isn't it interesting how when we work on that, the what ifs start to show up? Okay, so and as I said, if you kind of just stay aware, you're going to notice them. We build this desire, and then here's these thoughts that come from out of nowhere, and they start talking to you, and they start saying, okay, so this is your desire, but what if you don't have the money in time? Right? Or what if you can't get the time off work? Or what if it's on the news you saw that there's a hurricane or something coming or something like that, right? And what if that happens, right? And you've got all these what ifs. Now, the anatomy of a what if is really another potential outcome other than the one that you desire, right? So your desired outcome is, as I said, to go to Mexico, by the end of the month, it's January and all that kind of stuff. That's one. And then the what ifs embody all these other potential outcomes. So here's the tip. When we talk about, or as you're working through that process and you're detaching from the results, detach from all the what if results. Do not detach from your desired results, because in so many cases the obstacles that we set for ourselves, it's not in the desired, it's what we do with these what ifs. And as I said, we teach many techniques. There's many techniques out there for helping to kind of release those. But even if you're just aware, then you're able to know which is which, right? So detaching from the results. Do not detach from your desired results. That's your desired results. Attach to those. Pay attention. Be aware when those what ifs come in. Well, what if there's not enough time? Usually two big ones are what if there's not enough time and what if there's not enough money. All those what ifs, those are the ones you detach from. And when you cease to put your attention on all the what ifs, one of our previous programs talked about the difference between focus and awareness. So it's not that we aren't aware of these what ifs, but we choose not to focus our attention on them. We choose to focus our attention on our desired outcome. And as you take your attention from the what ifs, and again there's many techniques for working through that, and place it on the desired one, you are detaching from the what if results and attaching to the desired results. Try it. Let me know how it works. www.healingcenter.ca. My email address is just simply Russ, R-U-S as in Sam. S as in Sam, at healingcenter.ca. That's Healing Center spelled C-E-N-T-E-R. Our time is up. Give it a try. Let me know how it works. And we'll see you next time. All right. Have a good evening.